amazing to me as a mother of 4 children is how totally different each one of their personalities has turned out to be. And unlike you younger generation, all my kids have the same baby daddy. Look at her. That is so weird, really? You are so not going to get on Maury Povich. So think about it. All my kids have the same baby daddy. You treat them the same, you feed them the same, you beat them the same. Yet they turn out so totally different. Isn't that amazing? Like my 13-year-old Miller. Oh, what a great kid. Straight A student, never gotten a B in his life. He's talented, musical, plays the fiddle. Sorry, violin. Oh, don't call it a fiddle. He'll get his little panties in a wad. Well, he plays that kind of music that doesn't have words. What do they call that? Classical. Thank you. Classical. Which kind of ticks me off, because I bought the dang fiddle. It's like, man, play Rocky Top. Woo! Let's go. Mom wants to party. Let's clog. You ever tried clogging to Mozart? Might as well blow your head off. He is the youngest seated member of the Lexington, Kentucky Philharmonic. My kid. My kid. Thank you. Yes. Isn't that amazing? It's amazing. I don't think he's mine. I don't. I think some got switched up at the baby hospital. It happens. I saw it on 60 Minutes. It happens. Trust me, people. On this very night, somewhere in Lexington, Kentucky, on a rich side of town, there sits a confused little 13-year-old boy with a mullet, lighting a firecracker off a joint, just a cussing his mama, going, "You ain't the boss of me." That's my kid. I'm keeping this one. Let us move on to the biggest shun of all, humiliation. I think the biggest thing that causes problems in any marriage is men have different belief systems than women do, and this can cause problems, anger, hatred within the relationship. Let me give you an example. Let's take a family vacation in a car. Don't get ahead of me. Now, a family vacation in a car, I have realized my husband has 3 main beliefs. Belief number 1, maps are for sissies. Belief number 2, posted speed limit, merely a suggestion. Belief number 3, nobody pees till he pees. Oh. Yeah. Woo! Struck a nerve on that one, didn't I, girls? So let me show you how this causes problems, anger, hatred within the relationship. Last June, we were going to take the children from Lexington, Kentucky, where we live. I'll tell you what, let's say there's a big map of the United States, big giant map of the United States, okay? All right, I'm doing this for the blondes in here. They do better with visual aid. Okay, big map of the United States, okay, kids? All right. So we were going to take the children from Lexington, Kentucky, where we live. Let's say that's up here on the map, all right? Down to Orlando, Florida, to Disney World. Everybody with me? So you can imagine my surprise when the California State Trooper pulled us over. Going 90 in a 55. And my children and I were so elated that the car was actually coming to a stop after 16 hours straight, leaped from the vehicle like urine-filled super soakers and run off into the bushes. Now, the approaching policeman thinks my husband is smuggling Mexicans. It caused a problem. It caused more than humiliation. It caused incarceration. Who's got a teenage daughter? Applaud if you know what I'm talking about. Who's got a teenager? Yes. Yes. How old? How old's your teenager? 19. How old over here? 18. Anybody 13, 14? 13. Where are you? In the red. Let us pray. Heal! 13. She dating? Uh-huh. You had the birds and bees talk with her yet? You learn anything? Wish I'd had a pad of paper when I talked to my daughter. My husband would still have a smile on his face. To my daughter, I was very upfront with her. I said, now dang it, honey, just be honest with me. Are you sexually active? No. Ew. I just kind of lie there. Turns out my daughter thinks playing hard to get is wearing a 3-hook bra. Of course, that confused the heck out of you, and it, Skater? You have to snap her neck, get her bra off, wouldn't you? Oh, heck, girls, you wear a sports bra. These Alabama boys could be there all night, couldn't they? Dang, baby, what'd you have your boobies laminated? I can't get in here. Where's my married ladies? Applaud the married girls. Applaud real big. Yeah. Where's the single ladies? Where are the single girls? Yeah. Yeah, buddy. Guys putting a ring on a woman's fingers like pulling a ripcord on an inflatable raft. Oh, yeah, you marry Cheryl Teagues. Wake up with Shelley Winters. It's a heck of a shot. Me and my husband just celebrated our 15th wedding anniversary. Thank you. And my daughter's 15. I need the brunettes to do the math for the blondes in here. Took me on a great vacation, went to Hawaii, went parasailing. Anybody ever parasailed before? Applaud if you've parasailed before. Mm-hmm. Girls, let me give you some advice. Leave your uterus at the hotel, okay? This stuff will mess you up. I'm standing on the beach, this little anorexic beach Barbie, in fact, I think it was you. She started strapping me into a harness. She starts giving me all kinds of instructions. She said, now, Etta, the boat's going to take off. It's going to tighten this tow rope, inflating the chute with air, lift you gracefully off the ground. That boat must have drugged me good 50, 60 yards. My rear end
plowed a trench 6 inches deep all the way down that beach. Migrant workers from C&H Sugar were running behind me playing sugar cane. I had so much sand up my suit, I pooped pearls for a week.
Now, I just went to the ladies' restroom and I sat on a wet toilet seat. Isn't it gross? And I mention this not just because it's gross, but dang it, you're a woman with some cellulite. You sit on a wet toilet seat. It's dangerous. My butt just sucks into the lid. I got up, I actually heard the sound. I look in the mirror, I got this big lid hickey on my ass. I want to know who pissed on the toilet seat, people. How many women will not sit on a public toilet seat? Applaud if you won't sit on a public toilet seat. Grandma, you won't sit on a public toilet seat. How come? Because it's dirty? Yeah. You know why? Because women like you are pissing on the toilet seat. Even Dixie Chick can figure this out. My goodness, sit down, relax, take a book. Use that the paper thing they give you in there, that gasket thing or whatever that is. Who told you not to sit on a public toilet seat? You remember? Your mom. What did Mom always say? Don't you sit on the toilet seat, you're going to get BD. Grandma, no offense, but you get BD at your age, brag about it. Oh, heck, I'd be out there telling everybody. Woo! Guess what, Judy? Gonorrhea. Third time this month. I'm pretty sure I got it at bingo and Bessemer.
There are several revelations within a marriage. I think for you single women, the biggest revelation is, are you even ready for the commitment of marriage? Because let me tell you, single girls, it's different being married to a man than it is dating him. Amen? Amen. Girls, you're in luck. I've created a recipe you can cook up to see if you are ready for the commitment of marriage. Go to the grocery store. Buy yourself a 5-pound block of blue cheese. Take that home. Put it in a black garbage bag. Tie it up. Put it on your back porch, direct sunlight for about a week. No. Stay with me. On the Sunday of that week, ladies, grab your Sunday newspaper, grab that black bag, put it in the bathroom, open the bag, shut the door. Now let that simmer about an hour. Now girls, if you could walk in there without an artificial breathing device, by golly, you're ready to get married. Am I right? I mean, a man's bathroom issues comes with a whole bunch of shuns. Asphyxiation, evacuation, and fumigation. I don't know what happens in a man's body. A man can take a simple lasagna dinner, turn it into nuclear waste. I don't have any nose hairs left. I haven't had to shave my legs in the last 10 years. Revelation. The other day, me and my husband, we sat at Applebee's, kicking back a few beers, eating some nachos. My husband got this funny look in his eyes, and he reached across the table, and he grabbed my hand very gently, and he goes, "Baby, you are my best friend." Oh, that dang near killed me. Do you know how much it hurts when beer shoots out your nose? knows he's not my best friend. My best friend is my friend Val. And she is my best friend because Val and I have made a promise to each other that if one day by some terrible circumstance one of us is in a coma in the hospital, the other one promises to sneak in and shave the mustache. That is a woman's best friend. Am I right? Yes. 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 Let me tell you something, girls. You leave it up to your husband, you're going to be laying in ICU looking like Yosemite Sam or something. I'd be so mad at my husband, I'd just wake up out of that coma just to go either pluck me or pull the cord. People are making fun of me. Nurses have nicknamed me Sasquatch. Val is my best friend. 300-pound black woman. Sorry, 300-pound beautiful black woman. Kind of black woman that walks into the room, her butt will come in 5 minutes later. Wearing a thong, baby. Woo! And working it. Why can't us white women feel about our weight the way black women do? Val ain't got no fat butt, man. She got junk in her trunk. She got more cushion for the pushing. And she knows how to handle men, too. She's always telling me, Etta Mae, girl, you want to control your man, make him do what you want him to do. You got to control the sex. Just cut him off till he do right. She said, dang, girl, check it out. One time, I had a boyfriend of mine cut my yard at 3 o'clock in the morning, get some of my time. So I did it. I cut him off. Yard ain't been mowed in 3 years. He is not my best friend. I see how my husband treats his friends. What is wrong with you, man? My husband ain't seen one of his good buddies for a long time. It's like, hey, you big fat bald butthead, how you been? Women don't greet each other like that. Could you imagine? Hey, you water retaining heifer, what's up? Woo, those pants make you look fat. There would be a throwdown cat fight. And men and women fight so differently, don't we? Guys, when a man wants to fight another man, what do you boys always say? Let's step outside. Women, we don't feel the need to relocate. I will drop your butt in the church lobby, just bang. Why give up the element of surprise? Every time I fight with my old man, I wish I was a black woman. I do. I watch Cops. Next time you watch Cops, I want you to notice something. They roll up on a white domestic disturbance. Who's always sitting outside? The white woman. Always kind of looks like me on Cops too. Now I know you think. And it's always that same stupid drunken argument. It's like, Officer Bobby drunk again. He locked me out of the trailer. He won't even give me my smokes, dang it. Oh, they roll up on a homeboy domestic disturbance? Who's sitting outside? Yes, the black man. Oh, heck, his shirt is half tore off of him. His lip is bloodied. His nose is broke. He is running after the cop car going, the woman's crazy. Let me in the car. slow down. He just jumped on the hood and went, she's reloading, go, go, go. Man, baby. You know, I think the hardest time for any child has got to be middle school. Would you agree? That is, yes. Because right at the time when hormones are morphing their bodies and frying their brains, we throw them in with a bunch of other more fry brains, and we expect them to survive. Let me tell you something. Middle school for me was a hell ride the moment I got off the school bus. Brenda Brown spotted me like a lion spots the weakest antelope in the herd, and I was toast. Hadn't done anything but breathe, and she decided I needed to get my head knocked off. The notorious Brenda Brown. She was that kind of student even the teachers were afraid of. Anything went down in school, it was Brenda Brown. Smoking in the bathroom, Brenda Brown. Pulled fire alarm, Brenda Brown. Missing school bus, Brenda Brown. Let me tell you people something. I could take getting the tar beat out of me every day. It wasn't anything that I got at home. Let me tell you something. When you are the youngest kid of a family sporting 9 older brothers, the trickle-down beating stops with you. Every day, right before lunch, bam, Brenda Brown. Second shift came right before I got on the school bus for home. Bam! Ow. See you tomorrow. Heck, it got to the point I just wait for her to get it over with. But one day was different. Before I got on that school bus, when she hit me, my glasses went flying. I was picking myself up, pulling down my shirt, getting my books, and I realized Brenda Brown had my glasses. And she was scratching tic-tac-toe in the lenses, and she threw them back to me. Oh, this was bad, people. If my daddy saw this, he was going to kill me. I can remember that long school bus ride home. And I sat in that seat and I prayed. I prayed so hard that that school bus would stall on a railroad track. And we would all die in a fiery blaze. And my daddy would never know. A couple days went by and nobody realized I wasn't wearing my glasses. Then one night at the supper table, my mama goes, Etta Mae, where's your glasses? I froze. A pea rolled off my fork and crashed to the floor. You see, people, my daddy could smell fear like most people smell bleach. He looked at me and he cocked his head. And he grabbed my chubby little hand and he squeezed it hard. And we made that death march to the back room. That man spanked me with a belt to the point the poor guy got too winded and had to sit down. All the time doing that stroke talk. Do you know what I mean, that stroke talk? Yeah. Tell me what happened to those glasses. I think I scared Grandma. He had a stroke? When I finally confessed, let me tell you something. The disappointment on his face hurt a lot worse than that belt. He gathered the entire family up in the living room. And he got one of my brother's bozo punching bags. You remember those? The kind that had the sand in the bottom? And when you hit it, it popped back up. And he goes, okay, what's this first class you got with this Brenda Brown? And I said, well, study hall right before lunch. He goes, this is what you gonna do. Tomorrow I want you to go to the front of the class. I want you to tell your teacher to call that Brenda Brown up. And in front of everybody, in the loudest voice you have, I want you to yell, Brenda Brown, do you have a friggin' problem with me? But trust me, he didn't say friggin'. And then he said, I want you to punch her right in the mouth. What? And then he said, I'm gonna stay home from work. And if I don't get a call from the principal by noon, I'm going to spank you within an inch of your life when you get home. What? And then he made me practice over and over again. Brenda Brown, do you have a friggin' problem with me? Bam! Next day on the school bus, my heart was in my head, just boom, boom, boom. But heck, people, at that point, I was between a rock and a rock. I did what my daddy said. Brenda Brown, do you have a freaking problem with me? Bam! She floated like a feather over the teacher's desk. Now, I could be wrong, but I swear Miss Mortice was giggling to herself as she drug us to the principal's office. I sat in Principal Campbell's office with Brenda Brown's mother and Brenda Brown. Brenda Brown's mom was thin and hard, and she shook as she lit one cigarette off of another. We sat in silence and we waited for my daddy. And then suddenly the door swung open, and there stood my dad like John Wayne in a gunfight. Principal Campbell said, "Milo, we got a problem." My dad said, "No, we ain't got no problem. That little girl right there's got the problem. Because my daughter's going to come and kick the living daylights out of her every single day." And Brenda Brown's mom stood up and said, "Hey," and my dad said, "And you shut your mouth or I'll have my wife come and kick the snot out of you." And then he said, "Etta Mae, go get in the truck. We're going to Dairy Queen." Brenda Brown never bothered me again. But do you know I think of that girl to this day every time I eat a dilly bar?
Oh, I had a birthday. Yes, I had a birthday. I turned a big 50. Woohoo! Yeah. Where's my women over 50? Applaud if you're over 50. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. What is your name, ma'am? Back there. You that clapped in front of the guy in the white. Is that your wife? Look. You, ma'am, you clapped. Are you over 50? Okay. What is your name? What is it? Brenda. Okay. Everybody say, "Hi, Brenda." Hi, Brenda. Say it Southern. Hi, Brenda. Hi, Brenda. Brenda, can I ask you a personal question? Just between us. You ever sneeze and pee your pants? Is that normal? I don't know what's the matter. Lately I sneeze, I pee in my pants. It's like, "Ma'am, do you need a Kleenex?" "No, but some kitty litter would be nice." What the? You gotta own a kitty cat to understand what that move was. Yeah. You remember them good old days, Brenda? Yeah, before gravity got to us. Let me tell you boys something. In my day, I wore 34 double D. Now I'm a 38 long. I don't mean to brag, fellas, but I can breastfeed you from right here. And I'm talking to the lighting guy in the back. Yeah, most women have great melons. I got fruit roll-ups, just... Oh, heck, you see me naked. Looks like I got 4 arms. Just... That's why I'd be terrified to go to a nude beach. People might think I'm an octopus or something, you know. Let me tell you something about my husband. For our 42nd wedding anniversary, my goodness, he surprised me. Because I live in Lexington, Kentucky, and we raise the greatest race horses in the world. And there's a lot of billionaires and millionaires that live in Lexington. And we've got a lot of fancy restaurants, you know, top shelf restaurants. And my husband surprised me And for my anniversary, he got reservations that you had to call 6 months ahead of time to get a reservation. You'd have loved it. 6 months ahead of time to get a reservation. And I thought that was so wonderful that my husband would think 6 months ahead of time. And then I realized he called my daughter. Y'all call the daughters. Anyway, and I told Val, I said, we're going to this French restaurant. And she goes, oh my goodness. You know it's got 4 Michelin stars. And I said, he's not buying me new tires for our anniversary. And do you know what a Michelin star is?
Rating.
A rating. Oh, I want to kick you to your death. Don't you? Who's with me? I'm going to borrow that cane of yours. Anyway, so we go to this French restaurant. And we were wearing our finest. In fact, I had this sweater on. Me and my husband get there, and the lady finds our name, and then she introduces us to a guy, and he takes us to the table, and he said, "Would you like to start with a glass of wine?" And my husband said, "Glass? Hell, bring the whole box." We're gonna party tonight. Yeah, because it's our 42nd anniversary. It's our 42nd anniversary, which means he's trying to get free cheesecake. Trust me, I have 3 birthdays a month. At all the top shelf places, Applebee's, Chili's, places like that. And the guy looked like he was offended and smelled something bad, and he just took off. He walked off. And I said to my husband, "Did you fart?" Because I didn't fart. Tuck it in. It's a nice place. So then the waiter came, and he had a beautiful black tuxedo on. Oh, very sharp. And he had a white towel. What do they call those? Tea towels? Tea towels. Don't act stupid now. Okay, so it was like a tea towel, and he walked over to our table and he said, "Hello, my name is Melisse. I will be your waiter this evening." As it is, we are all out of boxes of wine. Who knew? However, this is our finest French wine. I think you will like it very much. So, monsieur, to please raise your glass. So my husband, he raised his glass, and that little Frenchie just put a little swallow in his glass, and my husband went, "Fill it up." And he says, "Oh, monsieur, this is French wine. You must let it breathe. Swirl it around the glass. Hold it up to the light and see how the colors of the grape dance. Now, monsieur, I want you to take a sip, but do not swallow, no. Let the wine marinate your tongue. Let it slide from cheek to cheek, coating all of your taste buds." And I look over my little redneck husband, and he's going, and then I stepped in and I said, "Look, Pepe Le Pew, we are just trying to get our drink on. That wine can breathe in my stomach. Fill it up." Okay. Now this place is so fancy dancy, they don't even have menus. And so he's telling us the chef's specials. And I can't remember the first 2, but then he said chicken colored blue. And me and my husband, we looked at each other and, "Hey man, we're Kentucky, we love chicken. And we just ain't never seen no blue chicken before, you know what I mean? So, hey, this gonna be special. And so we both got the chicken colored blue. And then my husband popped up and he said, and I'd like some ranch dressing on my salad. And the waiter said, Monsieur, everything is a la carte. And my husband says, well, what does that mean? And I kicked him under the table and I said, Dilbert, that's the name of the salad. and don't embarrass me. And so then I said, do you have other types of salads? And he goes, oh, madame, you honor me. You know what I would suggest for you is our wedge salad. Our wedge salad, we are known for it. And we make the blue cheese here, and then crumbles of honey, sweet bacon. Oh my God, it's beautiful. I think you will love it. And and I said, okay, I had that. And he came back with the salads, and he put mine down in front of me. And I looked down, and by golly, they named it right. Because it was just like a quarter head of lettuce with a dollop of blue cheese on it and bacon bits. And I looked up at him and I went, Martha Stewart called in sick tonight? You couldn't even have chopped this up for me? Mix it up? And then my husband jumped in and he goes, hey, why is there dandelions in my salad? And he goes, Monsieur, those are not dandelions. It's just a different type of lettuce perhaps you're not used to. But I assure you, it is not a dandelion. It's just a different type of lettuce. But you will love it. And then he goes, well, no, wait a minute. What's all these little balls? These pale balls that taste like earwax. Now, I don't even want to know why my husband knows what earwax tastes like. Okay, we are not going to cover that tonight. And he said, Monsieur, those are garbanzo beans. They are wonderful. They're a lot of protein, and they're very good for you. I think you will love them. And my husband goes, garbanzo bean. Okay. And then he goes, wait a minute. And then he stabbed something in his plate, and he held it up, and he goes, well, what the heck is this? And he goes, Monsieur, that is an artichoke heart. It's a marinated artichoke heart. It is a delicacy. You will love it. And my husband's looking at it, and it did look weird. And he's looking at it, and he goes, artichoke heart, huh? Well, is it chicken or fish? And I kicked my husband under the table, and I said, Dilbert, it's fish. And then the food came, the entree. Okay. Just checking with Miss Manners. And the entree came, and you ain't gonna believe this. It wasn't blue. It wasn't blue. It wasn't, you know. It wasn't blue. It just looked like a piece of fried chicken to me. And then me and my husband cut into it and take a bite, and then it got freaky deaky. Oh, hey howdy. Because it was half chicken, half pig. Damn Frenchies are crossbreeding animals. We gotta do something about this. This ain't happening in Kentucky, I'll tell you what. We're gonna call the PCAP or something. We're gonna call somebody. And, you know, because let me tell you people something. If I want chicken, I'll order chicken. If If I want pig, I'll order pig, but I ain't eating no chick pig. Okay? And so we did what you won't understand. It's called Dine and Dash. Yeah. Duck nose. And we stole that bottle of wine. Let that breathe in the truck. So we ended up on Jessamine County line and at Earl's Gas and Sip and eating some gas station chicken. Oh my Lord, where's my guy? Do you love some gas station chicken? How about it, buddy? Oh my God, you ever had gas station chicken? Yeah. Oh my goodness, just greasy. That's where all the flavor is. Just greasy and stuff. And we got us a box of Boone's Farm. And we're just sitting in his work truck, having a great time. We were like 16-year-old kids, just giggling, because he'd hold the spigot. He'd hold the spigot for me. And then I'd hold the spigot for him. And then the more we drank, the drunker we'd get, and we were missing, And so we're just covered in cherry wine and grease and stuff like that. And I tell you what, it was the most romantic anniversary I've ever had. It was. I felt like a kid again. I did. I felt like it was our first date. But then there was more to come. Yes. The coup de grace. Again, am I saying it right? The big fin, he got pay-per-view. Yeah, we had pay-per-view at home. UFC fighting. Yeah, Daddy. Little pound and ground. Oh, I love it. It's bloody and man, we were getting into it. And this was just the best anniversary I've ever had. And my husband's sitting on his place in the couch, and I'm sitting there, and we got a big golden lab between us. And then out of the corner of my eye, I see my husband kind of, not settled. And then all of a sudden, he made a sharp turn and he lifted. And napalm came out. The dog took off. We still ain't found the cats. And I'm sorry, but I get to giggling. Because dang it, I appreciate a good fart. Respect. But then he said the funniest thing. And he goes, well, baby, Frenchie was right. It did need to breathe. Yay! Come here, Miss Maynard.
I think we were tougher than the kids today, don't you? Prime example of how we grew up tougher than this next generation. Go to a playground or schoolyard. No, the equipment looks like what we grew up on, does it? Everything's rounded and bumpered and padded and beep. We are raising a bunch of sissies. Man, we were tough when we were kids. Yeah, what we play on? The jungle gym. Welded rusted metal with bolts sticking out of it. Little pieces of frozen tongue on the bars. Just... We all tried it. Should have named stuff what it really was on our playground. Do you remember them monkey bars? Didn't that sound fun? Monkey bars, I'm a monkey. Should have named that apparatus One More Thing the Fat Kids Can't Do. Did you have a merry-go-round on your playground? What a vicious contraption that thing was. You ever been to one pushing? And you trip? And you get sucked up under that. Should have named that mare gonna drag your butt around. Like, hey, Etta Mae, you want to push? No, I'll just go stick my arms in a blender. Thank you very much. Don't need to do that twice in a lifetime.
Men are funny creatures, amen? Because a man can do one thing, but he cannot do another, amen? Oh, we're going to break it down scientifically. Any of you boys hunt? Any deer hunters in here? Any deer hunters? Oh, Skeeter. Who knew? Skeeter, explain something to me. Explain something to all the women in here how a man can do one thing but he cannot do another. You deer hunter. My husband can sit in a field in Wisconsin in November, freezing his butt off. Now, mind you, ladies, this same man can't sit in the mall and watch my purse for an hour. Oh, hell no! Oh. But this same man can sit in a field in Wisconsin in November, say it with me, ladies, freezing his butt off. Take a rifle, aim that rifle, shoot a deer at 100 yards right between the eyes. Come home, pee all over the toilet seat. How come?
For my 60th birthday, my best friend Val, she took me to a day spa. I'd never been to a day spa before. In fact, she took all 6 of us, which was wonderful. And my friend Val is so classy because she paid for all 6 of us. Who knew they took food stamps? I never been to a day spa before, and I got everything did. I got a massage, and I got my feet did, and I got my fingers did. What do they call it when you get your feet did? Pedicure, yeah. I'll tell you what, I'll be honest with you. I felt real sorry for the little girl that got me on the pedicure. Well, because, all the other women, they get their feet did pretty regular, and this 60 years not getting your feet did, I had a little build-up. I don't mean to be gross, but the time she was done with me, it looked like a Parmesan cheese factory had done blowed up, okay? Enjoy your dinner. Yeah. And boy, I felt sorry for her. I did, because I could see the fear and terror in her eyes. But she took off my tube socket, she jumped back, and she went, oh no. That's not good. Thì anh sang không bảo cầm yên xe ngồi lại cả pin xe không có mà. Khi má cầu số ra cái pin cả cùng đang trên cái má cầu cho cả. Hey! What the heck was that about? No, it's okay. You're so pretty. Pick color. Kim out, San Colette. Kim out. Hey! Where's she going? No, it's okay. My cousin here on the body shop down the street. I sent her to go get the grinder.
I live in Lexington, Kentucky. We got a drive-through Krispy Kreme. Yes, I don't even have to use my Fitbit steps to get my sugar and grease. Let me tell you something. I'll cut across 4 lanes of traffic, take out a school bus, that hot donut sign, come on. I will do a U-turn in front of a cop, but once he realizes where I'm heading, he got my back. at a Krispy Kreme, especially if it's a Sunday after church and you're by yourself. You go to that Krispy Kreme and you get 2 boxes, 2 dozen hot, fresh glazed donuts. And as you drive off to your waiting family, and those 2 boxes of hot glazed donuts are sitting in a passenger seat with the seatbelt on. Safety first. It's gonna happen. It always happens. That box starts talking to you. Little donut will stick his head out. I love you. Eat me. And as you pull into your driveway and you look down and you realize you've eaten an entire box of hot Krispy Kreme donuts and you are covered in glaze flake and you can't remember what happened. Because after the 3rd donut, like a shark, your eyes just roll back in your head. Here's my tip for the week. At that point, ladies, just eat that empty box. Yes, this serves 2 purposes. 1, you get your daily amount of dietary fiber. And 2, you hide the evidence. And as you carry that 2nd box of hot Krispy Kreme glazed donuts into your family, you say, "Here, those are for you. None for me." I have to go to bed now.
Well, it's good to be back in the South. I've been out of the country for a while. I was in Los Angeles. It's good to be home. You know, the people out in California aren't like Southerners. They're not nice. I mean, we're nice to each other. We say, hey, wave at strangers on the street. Oh, they'll wave at you. I was working on a TV show out there, and one night the producer took the whole cast to a Hollywood party, and there's lots of famous people there and stuff. And nobody was really talking to me, you know? Shut up. So I'm just standing off in the corner over by the dip and... Not dip. He's getting all excited. They's giving out free skull. Woo, them Hollywood people know how to party, don't they? Calm down. I'm standing over by the dip. A woman started walking towards me, and apparently she's some famous actress, and I didn't know who she was, but her name's Angelina Jolie. Do you know who this woman is? Well, I didn't know who she was. And if you don't know anything about this Angelina Jolie, she got big, huge, swelled up lips. No, she got big lips now. And I was just trying to make conversation, you know? And I said, dang, woman. What the heck happened to you? You get in a bar fight or something? You allergic to bees? She said, no, I just had my lips done. Do you know what that means? Yeah, the big hairs, they know what that means, don't you? Yes, you do. She said, now I ain't making this up, back me up. She said that a doctor sucked fat out of her butt and injected it into her lips. What is the matter with LA women? She said, I wanted to have Michelle Pfeiffer lips. I said, you got Mick Jagger lips is what you got. She goes, well, I don't expect you to understand. You're from the South. I said, woman, I'm about to teach you how to pluck a chicken. I stood up for the South. You bet I did. You dang right I did. I got right back in her face. I said, yes, ma'am, I am from the South. In fact, I'm from the great state of Kentucky. And we're all better than you. I'm better than you. I've been on Jerry Springer twice and seen 3 UFOs.
Thank you. A lot of gang trouble in LA. You guys got gangs here? In Birmingham? Rednecks are not considered a gang. These ain't lowriders. They're just guys with shitty trucks is all that is. Their suspension's just shot. What kind of damage Skeeter gonna do? Drive-by spitting or something? Load me up with skull, Jesse. I'm going in.
I tell you what, I'm just more comfortable in the South. I like Southern people. I mean, you know, we're just good to each other, you know. And I like the 4 seasons, do you know what I mean? And with the short situation, I love winter. But I tell you what, in Kentucky, we had one night or day, it was like 17 degrees. And that's cold. I mean, it was cold. And I was getting out of my truck and I slammed the door and I heard the sound, tink. And I went, what the heck? And I get in the house and I took off my coat and my nipple fell off. And at first I thought maybe it was like a half-sucked M&M. That's my nipple. Honey, my nipple fell off. And little advice, ladies, you cannot super glue a nipple back on. Do not do that. And, this winter was so cold that I was kind of glad that, I'm going through the menopause, because, oh, heck, I tell you what, I heat up. Any of you girls going through menopause? Yeah. Oh, be careful. She back up. She might explode. Okay? Hot flash hit her. But I tell you what, this whole comedy thing don't work out, I can always do menopausal snow removal. Okay, here's how it works. I come over to your house. I get naked. I lay down in your driveway. 40 minutes later, it's dry as a bone. Flowers are blooming. Give me $40. Of course, you have to deal with the neighbors going, do you know there's a naked, one-nippled lady laying in your driveway?
I remember one Halloween, my daddy was particularly drunk. About an hour before sunset, we don't know what we're going to dress up as. He gathered all 10 of us kids in the living room and he goes, okay, kids, go strip your beds. You're going as Casper. All 10 of us went as a Casper. Okay, you're missing the point of the story. We were poor people. My daddy wouldn't let us cut eye holes in the sheets. We were 10 little blind white trash Caspers going down the street, just bumping into. By the time I made it to the first trailer, I was so cut and bloodied and boogered up, I had to use my sheet as a tourniquet to stop the bleeding. The other day, he come home from the mall and he had pierced his bottom lip. What is wrong with kids nowadays? What are they doing to themselves? Just punching everything. His best friend, he's got so many piercings, he looks like he was attacked by a nail gun or something. You know what I mean? I call him Tackle Box. Well, he got fish hook right here, little sinker here, kind of bobs his head when he walks. Poor little guy can't walk past my refrigerator without all my magnets going.
Well, let's talk about our generation. You know, our parents and our grandparents used to look at their offspring as the future of mankind. Well, let me tell you something. If this next generation is our future, we might as well declare bankruptcy right dang now. Maybe this happens to all species. How do we really know what killed the dinosaurs? Maybe it wasn't a giant comet after all. Maybe, just maybe, there was a bunch of Lindsay Lohan and Britney Spears dinosaurs running around, gobbling up and consuming everything they could get their giant lizard hands on. Do you remember when somebody'd ask you what you wanted to be when you grew up? And what would we say? We'd say a teacher or a nurse or a fireman. Do you know what my daughter and her little friends say when I ask them what they want to be when they grow up? Paris Hilton. Paris Hilton's not a vocation.
I tell you what, it's so great being here at the Bijou Theater. It is so nice. Last night, I was in Louisville, Kentucky, at a bar. Yeah, they were drunk. And I said, "Are you drinking?" And they said, "Yes." And I said, "Just drink till I'm pretty." And a guy in the front row stood up and said, "I should have started in July." And I think it was you, mister. Well, how you doing, Skeeter? Welcome to the show. Big Friday night out. Taking your girl out on the town. Said, "Honey, get ready. I'm wearing my camouflage hat tonight." Did you ever have a mirror in your house? Woo, we got some big hair going on back here. My goodness. Skeeter, that's like an 8-point buck over there, ain't it? Tatanka. Is there like a bleach convention in Knoxville? Because there is a lot of blonde women in here. Well, I have very exciting news. I won Best Dressed in Kentucky today. There's some ugly women in Kentucky now. Tell you something, girls, you weigh 300 pounds in Kentucky, you are cheerleader material, all right? Do we have any people from Kentucky? Oh, good, because I'm going to need a ride home after the show. My oldest boy, Bud, he's going down a bad road. The other day, he walked in my house, and he got a permanent piercing in his lip. He pierced his bottom lip. Are they doing that here? What is wrong with this generation? A lot, said the drunk guy. A lot. No, he got his lip pierced, and then he tried to hide it from me. Yeah.
He walks in the house, he goes, "Hey, Mom, how you doing? I'm going to go to my room." I said, "What's the matter with you, bud? Come here. Somebody hit you in the mouth? Come here, buddy. Put your hand down." "Oh, bud, what did you do? Did that hurt going in? Did it hurt coming out?" Any holes be putting in my kid's head, I'll do it. I tell you what the problem is, it's this kid he runs with. You should see this ugly mutt. He has got so many piercings, he looks like he was attacked by a nail gun or something. Yeah, like somebody from Home Depot did a drive-by and just... I call him Tackle Box. "Oh, heck, boys, you can take him fishing. He got all the gear right in his head. He got a couple fish hooks right here. About 14 lures in this here. A couple sinkers coming out of his nose. This kid can't even walk past my refrigerator without all the magnets going." Other day, Tackle Box walks into my house. He had pierced his tongue. Have you ever seen that? I said, "Tackle Box, what the heck is the matter with you, boy? Why would you pierce your tongue?" And he goes, "Cut the girl, think it, tack that." Is Elmer Fudd a stud nowadays? Did I miss something on TV? "Cut the girl, think it, tack that." Well, that's so stupid. That's fun to say. You want to say it? Come on, say it with me. Come on, band, say it with me. Cut the girl, think it, tack that. You people are drunk, aren't you? I like you people. I like you people because I know you people. Here's how much I know you folks. Y'all gonna go home, crawl in bed with the one you love, or your wife. You're gonna spoon her and tuck her in tight and turn off that light. And I guarantee you, one of you in that bed in the darkness is gonna go, "Honey, they think I'm thick there." And you'll think of me, boys.